throughout all of these tests, throughout all of these trials, as you encounter one difficulty after another, take comfort in another reality. And that reality is to pass that test, to earn Allah's reward, doesn't mean that that difficulty disappears. It doesn't mean that you shall attain success over that particular tragedy. May Allah protect all of us. Is somebody afflicted with cancer? Does passing the test mean the cancer is gone? No, not at all. Whether the test, whether the pain, whether the suffering remains or not is irrelevant to passing the test. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge you and Allah will reward you not based upon the output, not based upon the result, but based upon the input and the effort. Once you understand this point, you will cheer up, you will feel optimistic. You cannot fail the exam of Allah. There is no failing the exam of Allah if you try your best. As long as you put in the effort, as long as you have yaqeen in Allah and you did whatever you could, even if the world says you failed, in the eyes of Allah, you have passed. Why? Because the only failure is when you literally give up and say, I cannot do anything. That is failure in Allah's eyes. Otherwise, as long as you strive, as long as you put in whatever you're humanly capable of doing, we might not solve all the problems of the world, but Allah is not going to judge us based upon the output. Allah will judge us based upon the input. And if we did everything we could, no matter how useless the world might think it is, even if the greatest engineering mechanisms come to try to get rid of us, even if we lie abandoned in a building, having our hands and our feet blown off, and these instruments of death come, and we are dying, we are starving, and all that we have is a stick in our hands, and we take that stick and we throw it at that instrument of death, even then we have succeeded and we are victors, even if the world doesn't understand. Allah will bless that one stick, and Allah will bless that one throw more than Allah will bless many dozens or millions of people. Because izzah comes in effort, izzah comes in not giving up, izzah comes in understanding and recognizing that Allah blesses in this world and most importantly in the next. You will only fail if you don't even try. As long as you try, even until death, then even something like throwing a stick and you don't even know people are watching, Allah will record, and millions, billions will see, and you will inspire people around the world because you demonstrated bravery, you demonstrated tawakkul, you demonstrated real Islamic courage in the face of sheer brutality and depravity and animosity. The only way you will fail is if you don't even try. As long as you try and you put in the effort, Allah will bless and Allah will accept, and you will succeed in the passing of Allah's tests. Understand this point. Whether you pass this dunya or not doesn't mean that you have passed. Whether the cancer goes away or not, whether you attain political victory or not, all of this, of course we want good in this world, but if we don't get it, then the ultimate success is in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will judge you not based upon the result, but based upon the effort you put in.